Thoughts on this afternoon? A strange one really on there.
Yeah, awful surface. I think it's probably been polite. Probably the worst surface I've seen in Step 5. And really it meant that there was no football able to be played by either team. I've never seen so many people in a game miss the ball, air shots. And do you know what? The lads stuck to the task pretty well. Like I said last week, that I was disappointed with how well we competed and how well that we didn't win enough second balls, we didn't win enough first balls, and I thought we were really good at that today. And 0-0 half time, probably a fair result. And then we've had the majority of the chances in the second half. I think the last kind of 20 minutes or so we were kind of camped in there, weren't we, trying to get something, and we didn't quite get over the line on it. So from where we were last week and the week before, this is a good turnaround now, I think, and hopefully we can go and get a win on Tuesday and start picking up a little bit of momentum into it. But make no mistake, this is an extremely tough place to come for anybody, I think, given the surface and the conditions. And OJM are a competitive, good side, and they're sort of 8th in the league for a reason. They've got some good lads on there, some experienced lads. And I'm overall, I think my overriding emotion is I'm probably pleased with the performance. Would have liked to have nicked one at the end. He's made a couple of decent saves just here, hasn't he? But yeah, overall pleased.
And the young lads, again, swap things around,
Yep.
you know, through injuries.
Yep.
But again, you brought 2 of the young lads in, and they did you proud again.
Yeah, Coops was brilliant actually. I said to him before the game, I thought it was probably his worst game last week. I didn't pull any punches with him, and I was honest with him. And today, in the middle of the park there, he's been absolutely immense.
Seems to suit him.
Yeah.
He seemed quite a natural in there.
Yeah, not necessarily. It wasn't a day I knew that we weren't going to go and get the ball and play like Jake Thomas does, but it was one of them situations where I knew we needed to win a lot of second balls, and Coops can do that. He did it in Northwich, did it very well. So it really suited him to go and do it on there today. And that kind of left-sided spot's one that's up for grabs for any of the lads really who want to go and stake their claim for it and go and get it. And actually Jude did really well today when he had to go. And I looked online before the game today, and I think Jude had 24 off the bench and 1 start. With him only being 17 and 16, 17, I thought why not? After last week, why not just chuck him in? And I think he did really well, given the surface. And
it's one of those where you just have to get on there and battle. You can't do anything else on there, can you?
No, you can't. And like I say, I think teams in and around us, I think, have got a company here, which fills me with confidence, because it's a really difficult sort of place to go. You know, we had Richards last week, which is a really difficult surface. We've got this week, we're going to Titterdale, and we're going to Northwich. So we've got some tough surfaces to play on, and I think it's getting back to those basics that we weren't doing, and knowing that when you've got tough pitches, you've got to be able to compete, you've got to be able to battle, you can't play your football. And we certainly did that today, and I'm pleased with that.
It's a good point. So we've got a cup game on Tuesday. We seem to have just lots of walking wounded at the moment, and even Tony for the start, you know, I did wonder if we were even going to get Tony through 90 minutes.
Yeah,
it's a real challenge for you at the minute.
Yeah, it is, and you know what, that's a credit to some of the young lads who've stepped up and done very well. But yeah, in terms of the injury table, it's not great, but that's part and parcel of not having a budget at Step 5. You haven't got anybody to kind of bring in, but do you know what, I'm confident with what we've got, that we can compete and keep doing what we're doing. You think today we're missing some really key lads out there, and we've gone out and done what we've done today. There's no Ben, there's no Jake, there's no Chris, who've been huge for us all season. We've gone out and performed like that. I mean, that shows leaps and bounds of kind of where we are. So we've just got to keep going, and I've said to the boys, it's all about now picking up those points and that momentum, and points on the board at this stage is a really good place to be. And when the fixtures are coming thick and fast for others around us, we can have a bit of a rest, hopefully, and get ourselves right for Saturday next week, and obviously try and get ourselves into a semi-final of the Cup on Tuesday.
Cool. See you Tuesday night.
Thank you.